We start with our top story. Former President Donald Trump indicted for a third time today, this time for his alleged efforts to overturn the 2020 presidential election.
Trump is being accused by the Justice Department of spearheading a criminal conspiracy against the United States. The indictment alleges the former president widely disseminated his false claims of election fraud for months, despite the fact that he knew and in many cases had been informed directly that they weren't true. Skylar Henry reports from D.C.
A federal grand jury indicted former President Donald Trump on felony charges accusing him of trying to overturn the results of the 2020 presidential election. The 45-page document carries 4 charges unveiled by special counsel Jack Smith.
Today, an indictment was unsealed, charging Donald J. Trump with conspiring to defraud the United States, conspiring to disenfranchise voters, and conspiring and attempting to obstruct an official proceeding.
In his brief remarks, Smith called the January 6, 2021 attack on the U.S. Capitol an unprecedented assault on the seat of American democracy.
It was fueled by lies. Lies by the defendant targeted at obstructing a bedrock function of the U.S. government, the nation's process of collecting, counting, and certifying the results of the presidential election.
The special counsel makes clear that his case is based on the premise that this was a president who was determined to stay in power and to do it by spreading lies.
Former President Trump is summoned to appear Thursday afternoon here in Washington in front of a federal magistrate judge following his historic indictment in the 2020 election probe. The former president questioned the timing of the charges on Truth Social, saying in part, they wanted it right in the middle of my campaign. In a statement, Trump's 2024 election campaign called the indictment election interference. Skylar Henry, CBS News, Washington.
And in a tweet just minutes after the indictment was announced, former Arkansas Governor Asa Hutchinson, who's running against Trump in the Republican primary, said, quote, "I have always said that Donald Trump is morally responsible for the attack on our democracy. Now, with today's indictment, our system of justice will determine whether he's criminally responsible," end quote.
Former President Trump also facing dozens of federal criminal charges in Florida over his handling of sensitive documents, and Manhattan's DA has charged him in a hush money case. Remember, we'll bring you up to speed on all these cases with our free 5 News app.